Alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 12 rounds in the heavyweight division. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp. Mike Tyson, so alert right now. I mean, look at his focus as he makes that walk that so many fighters dread. But he makes that walk down to the ring just so very alert. Wladimir Klitschko's ring walk is very interesting here. This isn't over-the-top emotion. This isn't a guy with an intense, glaring stare. Just a guy going to do his job.
Introducing first, in the blue corner, by way of Brooklyn, Iron Mike Tyson! His adversary, his professional record stands at 55 wins, including 49 big knockouts and only 3 defeats. Wladimir Dr. Steel Hammer Klitschko.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Well, they're scheduled to go to full 12 here tonight. Round 1 now underway. And he engages in the clinch. Wladimir Klitschko's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Parries that punch away. How does the power puncher actually use the jab to close the gap against this outside fighter? How does he employ that strategy?
So I think it's a little bit like if you're a carpenter and you're making a table. You take your measuring stick out and you see how much wood you need, how long the table is. Well, same thing. If you're a fighter who wants to get inside with a boxer, you got to see how much distance you have to close. If there's a lot of distance, you need 3, 2 jabs. 1 is not going to work.
Accurate hook by Wladimir Klitschko. Halfway through this round.
There you go.
Wladimir Klitschko with those big arms of his. I mean, he blocks a punch. He really defends it well like a shield. Very accurate 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. One. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Tyson's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Able to show you his blocking ability. Last 10 seconds. Wladimir Klitschko's effectiveness really damaged his opponent in that last round.
He's outworked. We got it. You're stronger than him. Let's let him feel those punches. You got to bring it to him, kid. We're not winning this fight right now.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Wladimir Klitschko. Gets rid of that body shot. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Teddy, as for how Mike Tyson made his way to upstate New York to be with you and Customato, he got himself into some trouble to make his way up there.
He had been arrested somewhere, I'm not sure the number, close to 30 times by the time he was 11 years old. And During that time, one of the guards was a former fighter. Actually, his name was Bobby Stewart. And when Tyson found that out, he asked him to teach him a little boxing. And as he developed, Stewart called up myself and Customato and asked us to get involved.
He pushed it. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Able to land the hook to the head. He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
Wladimir Klitschko's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Right to the belt line. Fires right back at him.
Stay away from the inside.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. And that's the end of round 2. Wladimir Klitschko's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Wladimir Klitschko, more than one punch at a time. This is a heavyweight fighter in Wladimir Klitschko that's willing to work. That was a miss by Wladimir Klitschko. That's exactly what he wanted to do, backing him up against the ropes. Mike Tyson's right hand scores well that time. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. A well-placed overhand right. Wladimir Klitschko's getting back to basics. A good, solid jab. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Wladimir Klitschko's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by Wladimir Klitschko. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Mike Tyson. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Wladimir Klitschko. Able to dismiss that body shot. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
Pull ahead. This fight is too close. I need you to double up the jab and follow with 2, 3 more punches. Right?
Start of round number 4. A chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Wladimir Klitschko's been unable to pull away from his opponent so far. It's an even fight.
Yeah, it is, and I think you just said it right. Unable to pull away. Whoever's going to pull away, if that's going to happen in this fight, it's going to come from the outside. Whoever starts to commit to that jab.
There he goes with the right hand again. Teddy, the early life of Mike Tyson has been well documented, but you were the guy who first taught him how to really formally box. What do you remember of those early days of getting Tyson into the ring?
I remember he was 12 years old, he was 190 pounds, and there was no fat. And I wanted to see a birth certificate to know if this was really true. He had physical tools we had not seen before.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. You see him zeroing in with that left hand to the body.
Gotta see those coming.
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Right hand downstairs. Good block. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Tyson's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. That is a classic Tyson uppercut. Final 10 seconds. Tyson's putting on a display of accuracy, and the punch numbers tell that story.
Jab, jab, right. Okay? Listen to me.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Focus.
A well-placed left hand up top. He has his target. He lands a straight right.
Come on, get focused.
Right to the body. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Halfway into round number 5 here. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Wladimir Klitschko.
Good job!
Right to the belt line. Just not there. Straight. Wladimir Klitschko stunned by that shot. Wow! He goes down. A barrage of punches just put him down.
Get the young brothers out. It is raining punches here.
So he was knocked down there, but now he's giving you every indication that he's fresh and ready to go back after.
Yeah, well, I think he's giving that to you because he is, as you said, just a quick knockdown. But right now, what he's got to be careful for is the same mistake again.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. And that's the end of round 5. Wladimir Klitschko's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? That a guy who was just knocked down in the last round now comes out for the next round and is fine?
Well, the first thing I look at is, does he behave the way that he normally behaves? You know, is he a guy that all of a sudden starts running at his opponent and that's not his kind of style? That tells me he's still hurt. That tells me he's still a little drunk.
Mike Tyson just being smart on the outside. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Wladimir Klitschko. Right hand downstairs. Nice work, Tyson with the hook. And he returns on that exchange.
There you go.
Wladimir Klitschko's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. A huge right hand from Mike Tyson. Oh, good exchange there. Tyson's hand speed is the difference here. I mean, that's what that combination was all about.
Yeah, purely speed. He just got off faster, sooner.
Relax, relax.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. So we've come to the halfway point of what has been a very highly competitive bout. And Teddy, if it stays that way throughout this night, then this is going to be an all-time classic. Here we go. Action to start the 7th round. Tyson's refreshed. You can just see it in him. Irons on the wrong end of a destructive uppercut. Tyson with a powerful left hand. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Wladimir Klitschko. Right to the body. Brings the hook that time. Good doubling up of the jab by Wladimir Klitschko. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. And now he's targeting upstairs. Wladimir Klitschko's failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
It is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. Needs to slip to the left.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Good shot to the head with that right hand. You see him holding on. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
To be on the inside.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And that's the end of round 7.
Just keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now, all right? It's nice work out there. Just keep.
Start of round 8, Teddy's scorecard. Well, slight lead here, but I'll say this. He may be up on your scorecards, but his opponent knows how to land a punch against him.
Yeah, he's found a home for that right hand. He notices that he brings that left hand back slow, so the right hand beating him to the mark.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. Good block by Mike Tyson. Blocks that belt line well. So the game plan for Wladimir Klitschko doesn't change much. Another good, solid shot to the head.
And the game plan, you're right, is consistent. Set up by that jab once again.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Nice.
Right to the head with that right. Wladimir Klitschko's got to do more than this. I mean, you can't just sit there stationary and expect the night to go your way. This fight is going opposite of how he needs it to go right now.
Well, maybe it's not, Joe. Maybe he's given up already. You know, it's all about what's going on in the mind of a fighter. Maybe he's given in, and this is his way, believe it or not, of getting the ref to stop this fight.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Tyson's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo.
Keep your head moving. Don't stand toe-to-toe with this guy. Keep your distance, all right? Don't just Walk him with head movement side to side.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Look at that combination by Wladimir Klitschko. Nice strike after catching one by Wladimir Klitschko. Not able to land the uppercut. Solid straight right hand. Mike Tyson's given us a good showcase of defense here tonight, especially up top. His head movement is just sublime.
And his opponent's cooperating with him a little bit because he's getting frustrated. He's looking for that big shot, and he's continuing to miss. He's making no adjustments. The guy's moving his head. You know what you want to do a little bit?
What's that?
Well, you want to feint him a little bit. Make him make a premature move. And then when he moves to either side, then you time him with a punch. Don't just go out there flailing away.
Everybody knows Wladimir Klitschko wants to do that right there. The jab, the straight, typically the win. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Hooks off the jab.
Good defensive skill with the block by Mike Tyson. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Wladimir Klitschko. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. And we've reached the halfway point of round 10.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
See the quick jabs, those doubled up quick jabs, they can be so effective by Wladimir Klitschko. Tyson's able to avoid that punch.
Back to the body.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go. Took a shot, now he gives a left. And that's the end of round 10.
Good job in that round. You're fighting his rhythm, okay? Don't fight, you fight.
I'm sure as a trainer, when you get in a spot like this, there's extra emphasis of letting your charge know just what he's capable of pulling off. I look at your scorecard, he's only trailing by a very small margin here in round number 11.
Well, the key right now as a trainer, and you just touched on it, you have to remind your fighter of why he's doing this. things that he understood when it was nice and calm, when everything was very understandable, when he told you in the gym, hey, I want to be champion. You got to remind him of that and say, okay, here's your chance. Here's your moment.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Tyson's had success so far just based on his pure hand and foot speed. But there is some concern.
Yeah, you know, you got a guy with a real fast car. He needs a racetrack. He needs the right place to use that speed, to kind of run with it a little bit. Right now, his opponent needs to change that landscape. Don't give him that racetrack. Step out of range a little bit and leave him there. Let him shadow box, but don't stay in a position where he can be effective.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
Focus! Back to the body!
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Wladimir Klitschko. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Range! Range! You got this one!
Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. Good looking right hand after he got hit. We come to the end of this round, and for this fighter, I think that's a good thing, because I was looking at him there, Teddy, and it looked like he was breathing in and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
Final round has arrived. Who wants it more? Blocks away that headshot.
Come on, kid, focus!
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Getting rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by Wladimir Klitschko.
Move your head! What?
Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. Tyson's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this? Well, he said he was... Oh, and there you go. And Wladimir Klitschko is down. He got knocked down with a power shot right on Klitschko's mug.